Welcome and thanks for joining 2K Sports for a Friday night full of NBA action. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Jordan Clarkson.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
And with tip-off coming right up, we've got just enough time to hear from the sideline. Allie, what do you got for us?
Thanks, Brian. Well, Karl-Anthony Towns is one of the best shooting big men the game has ever seen. But he says, everyone knows me for shooting, but you can't be one-dimensional. For this team to grow, I have to grow as well. I've got to get better as a leader and help my teammates play better as well.
Yeah, they're making strides, Allie, no question. We are going to see a lot of action on the perimeter in this one. Clark, these teams are skilled three-point shooters.
I would not disagree with any of that, B.A. We'll see, though, which side is able to disrupt the opposing shooters. I mean, defense is going to play a role in this.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Minnesota Timberwolves. At the forward spots, it's Edwards and Towns. Derek White out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Jazz, they've got Rudy Gobert. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Mike Conley, and it's Clarkson in at the 2. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Markkanen against Towns. Markkanen outside. Gobert inside. Guarded by Edwards. Gobert, no good. Markkanen against Edwards. Towns passes to Porter. Towns a screen on Conley. Porter with it. Now Vanderbilt defending. On offense, here's Utah. Last time they met was in Minneapolis, where they beat the Timberwolves.
In their last game against this opponent, they secured the win because their second unit really stepped up.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
Two shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
Good on the second one. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Edwards against Markkanen. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Jared Vanderbilt. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Drummond to screen on Conley. Porter the pass to Drummond. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Mike Conley.
You know, with Drummond's free throw history, teams aren't afraid to get physical with him inside. I mean, they'll send him to the line before they give him an easy look.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. On offense, here's Utah. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, they made a lot of plays, and they were in it until the end. just couldn't do enough to get the win.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it, so you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
And the stifle tower makes his presence felt on the offensive end. He's really developed an array of moves on the interior.
At the line for two.
Shoot two.
First one falls.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
And so Gobert nails both of them. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Outside Edwards. Back to Drummond. Ooh, dismissed!
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Porter, the pass to Towns. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
A huge sigh of relief. 1 for 5 now. Let's see if they can keep it going.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Towns, a screen on Conley. Pass to Towns, fires for 3, buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
If Towns gets a good look at the 3, you feel like it's going in.
Now here's Conley. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Clarkson outside. The Jazz again can't hit.
Not an ideal start for them. Still looking for their first field goal after 4 misses.
Towns, a screen on Conley. Here's Porter. Good D by Vanderbilt.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Pass to Markkanen. Tipped away. It's stolen by Drummond. And stolen by Markkanen. Here's Gobert. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Gobert with a screen on Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. From 12 feet, the Jazz with another miss.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Porter finds Edwards. Drummond, a screen on Markkanen. Edwards with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Out of bounds, it'll be Utah's ball. And right here, an intimidating group. The leaders in blocked shots over the past month. The 4th spot held by Rudy Gobert.
And during this last month, he made a statement on the defensive end. Just swatting away shots left and right.
And Utah calls time here.
when you look at team scoring, they finished in the top half of the league. Not bad, not great, just right in the middle.
And this is a team that loves to play at a breakneck pace. Once they get the ball, they're looking to push the pace. And they are the best in the league at converting in transition. Here's Clarkson, coming off a 28-point game against Golden State. Pass to Vanderbilt. No good, and they can't put it into the drought. Minnesota in the lead.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Markkanen outside. Now here's Conley. Gobert with a screen on Porter. Conley finds Gobert. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Shot clock at 6. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
Now here's Conley. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Gobert with a screen on Porter. The shot by Conley, no good.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Porter, the pass to Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
Pass to Conley. Puts up a 3. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. Edwards against Markkanen. Down low. Here's Towns. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Towns has got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Vanderbilt, a screen on Porter. On the wing, Clarkson. He's guarded by White. And it's Clarkson missing.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Porter against Conley. Towns, a screen on Conley. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul of the game. Timeout called the Timberwolves.
Timeout called for Minnesota.
Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Cornette's checked in for Drummond. Reed comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Williams is checked in for Anthony Edwards. And it's Noel in for Porter Jr. To the wing, right side. Reed for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Perfect utilization of the floater that time by Beasley to beat the defense.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Now here's White. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Noel. There's a screen. Here's Cornette. Outside White. Clock at 4. That shot missing. Some solid defense from Sexton. It's Horton Tucker with a drive. Beasley for 3. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. We've got 1:55 left now in the first quarter. Pass to Noel. Inside. And stolen by Markkanen. Here's Horton Tucker. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Here's Noel. Reed sets a screen. There's the triple. The rebound by Beasley. Utah trailing here. 1:15 left in the opening quarter. The shot from 20 feet out. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Good job by Beasley finding a way to get to the strike.
At the line for Utah, Malik Beasley taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
That's good from Beasley.
You know, when Beasley stays within himself, I think he's really an effective player, and we know he's skilled on offense.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
59 seconds left in the opening quarter. Pass to Reed. Three-pointer. He drops it from range. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
To the inside. Intercepted. Sexton against White. 27 seconds left in the first. Here's Reed. And the shot falls short that time.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Sexton against White. Outside Sexton. Shoots over White. And another miss by Utah. There's the horn. We've seen some good defense on both sides. The score still close. The T-Wolves on top, leading by 3. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight. Turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect 5 on the floor, that magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, B.A. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end. It's just a combination, when executed properly, could be a nightmare for the opponent.
Vanderbilt and Kessler are inside. Colin Sexton out there with Malik Beasley. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3, small forward. That's the group for Utah right now. Sexton passes to Beasley. Let's go with a 3. The shot comes out, and Minnesota will come the other way. They're off to battle the Trailblazers after this one, as they'll be playing at Moda Center. That'll be the second game of a 5-game road trip. Vanderbilt against Towns. 6 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Off target with the 3.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Sexton passes to Beasley. And he makes it on the layup. Beasley's got his second basket of the night.
You know, a marksman like Beasley, not thrown by a little bump. He stays committed and gets his shot off.
Pass to Reed. And here's Edwards outside. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. Beasley outside. And here's Sexton. Vanderbilt, a screen on Porter. Sexton with it. Towns covering. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Utah, Jared Vanderbilt. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And it's tied up with that one. Clarkson's checked in for Utah. Andre Drummond is checked in for the Timberwolves. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Pass to Noel from deep. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Sexton. Vanderbilt, a screen on Porter. Sexton passes to Vanderbilt. Gordon Tucker on the wing. Over Edwards. And another miss by Utah.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
How about the superb anticipation from Drummond, sensing the opportunity to go for the alley-oop and then converting in style.
Now here's Clarkson. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. The Jazz making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. There's the steal. And now the T-Wolves on the break for the finish. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Now here's Porter. 14 points his last outing. Drummond, the screen on Sexton. Porter's shot is off.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Pass to Sexton. Clarkson with the ball. Guarded by Edwards. From downtown. The Jazz again can't hit.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now here's Porter. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Conley's checked in for Gordon Tucker. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Williams is checked in. Five to shoot. Towns finds Williams. Edwards for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Sexton misses.
He's been an absolute non-factor. Zero factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
Outside Edwards. They set the screen. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
And he knocks down the first one. The middle part of the season can present some unique challenges. Grant, how do you maintain your focus as a player?
Well, it can be tough. It can be really challenging because it is such a long season. You ultimately have to keep your eyes on the prize. And, of course, veterans know hard work now pays off later. You want to protect your record and start building late-season momentum.
Boy, you get everything you want from a young star in Anthony Edwards. I mean, excellent all-out energy in every minute he's on the floor. Plays hard and with great intensity, and he's got a commitment to working hard in practice. That is a really good combination for one of your franchise players.
Now here's Edwards. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Pass to Sexton. To end the drought. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Practice certainly has paid off when you look at Anthony Edwards' stat line, Clark.
Yeah, improvement across the board, B.A., and that doesn't just happen by accident or osmosis. You got to put the work in. In almost every category, his game is only getting stronger and better. The future, extremely bright for this young man, especially if he can keep that arrow green and going forward.
And they recover it. Sexton, that's good.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Pass to Williams. Towns, a screen on Marketing. Here's Williams. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Beasley's checked in for Utah. The Timberwolves also with a sub. White, he's checked in for Edwards. Outside White. Pass to Cornette. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
You know, whenever White sees an open teammate, he's getting the ball to him right away. No hesitation.
Conley passes to Beasley for 3. And it's Cornette with a rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Outside White. Towns on a screen. Shoots from 12, and there it is for him.
You know, one of the ways White keeps the defenders honest is with his mid-range game. He's got a great knack for that shot.
Now here's Sexton, coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Here's Conley. No good, a bit long that time. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting around 29% in quarter number 2. Towns can't get it to go. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And Gobert with the bucket on the assist by Sexton. Gobert's got 4 points in the quarter. Outside, Williams. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. All right, the Jazz making a change here. Vanderbilt's checked in. Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves.
At the line for 1.
And that one falls for Towns.
Well, one of the ways you mark consistency is looking at a player's efficiency rating, and catch is generally among the best in the league.
Now here's Conley. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball. On defense, the Timberwolves. 5 on the clock. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever, running the point with precision.
Here's Towns, guarded by Vanderbilt. Towns, that's good. Towns has got 12.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
From deep, Conley. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. There's 42 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Reed, a screen on Beasley. Noel. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Utah trailing here. Conley with the ball. Gobert with a screen on White. Conley passes to Markkanen. Now here's Beasley. From deep, Conley. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Defense is setting the tone. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings.
You know, right now for Minnesota, they haven't played up to their standards, and it's not like the season's just started. Last year, they were an elite team. They need to find that mojo. Not a lot of time left.
All right, let's talk about the first half. A little bit of ground to make up for the Utah Jazz.
Ice cold, frigid from beyond the arc. The question is now, can they shake it off and get back in the groove? Another option is compensate by going to the rim.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. At the forward spots, it's Edwards and Towns. Derek White out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Drummond in at the center position. Now here's Porter. That shot, no good. Conley with some nice D. Back to Clarkson. The 3 is up. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Porter's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And he's going for the lob. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Conley with some nice D.
I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
Gobert against Drummond. Clock at 6. Vanderbilt, a screen on Porter. Conley passes to Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
The floor general Conley, dependable at finding his guys in screen and roll sets.
Pass to Drummond. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Pass to Sexton. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Sexton's gotten his second bucket of the game.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Excellent recognition on the pick and roll. Clarkson lays it off to his teammate for the score.
Porter against Sexton. From 11 feet away. Got a hand on it. And he gets it back. Drummond with the screen. And here's Edwards outside. And they get it back.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Left side Sexton. Oh, the teardrop falls in. And now just a 2-point Minnesota lead.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul of the game. Cornett's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves, Luke Cornett.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Sexton. Clarkson with the ball. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over White. And it's Clarkson missing.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot. I mean, Jordan Clarkson is huge in the Philippines. His family with roots there, traveling out to Manila with NBA cares, drawing huge crowds. Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Now here's Sexton. He's got 6. The Jazz with another miss. And Clarkson in 2018 suited up for the Philippines national team.
NBA Clarkson's NBA games are a must-watch in the Philippines. Kids watching Clarkson's games in the morning before heading to school. They say, forget the cartoons, we want to watch hoops.
Here's Edwards. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Outside Edwards. Towns is screen on Clarkson. Rebound, Utah.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
For the lead. Good work defensively by White.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Porter finds White. And it's off from 3-point range. The Jazz have gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. Outside Sexton. Clarkson outside. This for the tie. Tries again and rejected. And he stays with it. from outside the arc. Rebound, Minnesota. Porter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Over to the wing. Towns for 3. Kept alive by Minnesota. Utah trailing here. In transition, here come the Jazz. Pass to Clarkson for the lead. Clarkson missing again.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
And here's Edwards outside. He can't get it to go. And Utah will come the other way. Next up, they'll face the Nuggets in Denver. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. White against Clarkson. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on White.
As he often does, Clarkson pushing the action, drawing the trip to the line.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
I love the way they're finishing, penetrating, getting downhill, taking the game to their opponents. They've been the aggressors, and that's been impressive.
I give credit to the coaches and players. Clearly the staff stress scoring inside as well, and the players are definitely executing.
Really a good free throw shooter. You'd like to see Clarkson get to the line even more because of that.
That one drops. He ties it up. Minnesota has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Pass to Cornette. Now Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Tries to snap the cold streak. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. He just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Third team foul. At the line for the Jazz, Colin Sexton taking 2 shots.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. Conley's checked in for Clarkson. That one misses.
They're ahead for now, but that miss could come back to bite them. He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Pass to Reed. Outside Edwards. 3-pointer. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that block again.
Oh, my. And that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
Here's Markkanen. 1:44 left in the third quarter. Beasley pass to Gobert. Sexton against Edwards. To stop the drought. And he lays it in. Edwards has got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, that's such a big play here in a close game like this one. Great concentration from him.
We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter here. Gobert with a screen on Edwards. Sexton out to Beasley. Takes a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Ooh, Gobert with a steal.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
The Timberwolves trail. Here's Noel. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Reed finds Edwards. The 3-pointer off the mark.
He just keeps firing away from distance. I know he's trying to get himself heated up, but at what cost?
Sexton passes to Gobert. Now Sexton, guarded by Edwards. Out to Beasley. There's the three. Utah, the rebound. And it's in there. And now a three-point Utah lead.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Now Edwards. Over Sexton. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's the Jazz up 3. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Lauri Markkanen out there with Taylor Horton-Tucker. Then there's Colin Sexton. Then it's Malik Beasley. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Here's Horton-Tucker. Sexton finds Beasley. Knocks down the triple.
You take a look at his career numbers, and most of Beasley's shots are threes. So Malik knows how to knock those down.
Porter, the pass to Reed. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Utah leading. Pass to Sexton. Now Beasley. 4-3. Minnesota with a rebound. Porter's got 6 rebounds in the game.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
Just 5 on the clock. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Sexton.
They are just owning the boards right now.
That's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And the upcoming schedule for the Minnesota Timberwolves. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Damian Lillard and the Portland Trailblazers.
And for that game against the Thunder, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
That free throw misses. Vanderbilt's checked in for Utah. The Timberwolves also with a sub. White's checked in. So he can't get either to fall.
Rare sight. How often does he fail to capitalize at the line?
You know, Naz Reid initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Naz Reid an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reid did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
And Andre Drummond is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Towns is checked in.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves, Karl Anthony Towns.
Here's Horton-Tucker to the middle. Stolen by Drummond. Outside White. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now.
And for people who didn't know about Derek White before last year's playoffs, they sure know about him now. He played big on the biggest stage.
It's amazing how much energy White brings to the floor, Greg.
You know, B.A., he has a passion for the game. He's tough, and he's very intelligent. He makes great decisions. He has all the tangibles you're looking for.
2 shots.
first free throw is good.
It didn't take long for White to distinguish himself in the league. He's a really good ball handler, and he's got some good moves, too.
All right, the Jazz making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Williams. White hits them both. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Porter against Sexton. Clarkson outside. 6 to shoot. No good on the 3.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Here's Drummond. Blocked. And they get it back. Towns, a screen on Beasley. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And Clarkson, here we go. With the 7-footer. Oh, Drummond with a block.
A really good shot blocker. I like how Drummond times it up when he goes after those rejections. Well done.
Neither team able to take a hold of this game.
Yeah, it's been a tight one. Numerous lead changes, very competitive.
Now here's Clarkson. Vanderbilt, a screen on White. Clarkson passes to Vanderbilt. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on White.
At the line for Utah, Jared Vanderbilt. At the line for 2.
And he drops the first. Gobert's checked in for Utah. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Couldn't put them in the lead, but at least does enough to tie it up.
Sexton against Porter. Pass to Towns. Outside White. Lets the 3 fly. And the jam by Drummond.
There are a few men in the league that attack the glass as well as Drummond does. He's almost unstoppable chasing down second points. He's a tenacious and ferocious offensive rebounder.
Now here's Sexton. Pass to Clarkson. Over White. The Jazz again can't hit. The Timberwolves have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in. Struggling this fourth quarter. Here's Towns. Drummond, the screen on Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. Launches it. Drills it from deep. And it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Gobert. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The length of Gobert is a problem for any defense. And, of course, he uses it so well to draw contact while shooting.
Taking 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Second free throw, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. White on the wing, all alone. And that one's long.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Back to Sexton. Pass to Clarkson. Vanderbilt, a screen on Edwards. The Jazz again can't hit.
And with each miss, you can see the frustration mounting for him.
The 3. Sexton grabs the board.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Clarkson against Edwards. Now here's Clarkson. Not a lot of room. From deep three-point range, the Jazz with another miss.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Here's Towns. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Clarkson for 3. They grab their own miss. Gobert. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. Porter with it, and Clarkson picks him up defensively. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
And Utah calls time here. And this late game timeout, getting a breather here, important for the players to recharge. This is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with some Gatorade.
Once again, everyone, your Utah Jazz breaker dance group.
Checked in for Utah. Mike Conley comes in for Sexton. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I listened to Utah's coach address his team. He asked his players to really push the tempo. He wants to see quicker transition into the open court so you have a chance to score before the defense can set up. Trying to use their speed to full advantage, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Outside Vanderbilt. Pass to Markkanen. Porter against Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can they get it? Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now. Edwards finds Porter. To the left side wing. Here's Towns. Here's Drummond. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Not backing away from the physicality of the game. Drummond is never afraid of getting hit when he's trying to score.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one's off.
You know, their lead could be larger right now, but their efficiency from the line has tailed off just a bit.
Noel, he's checked in for White. And Minnesota calls time here. And he sinks the second. Utah's gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Now here's Clarkson. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Conley against Porter. Trying to get back on track. The shot by Conley. No good.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Pass to Drummond. Now here's Edwards. Now Porter takes the three. Pure from three-point range. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
Porter Jr., we know he can create his own shot, but he also can knock down the catch-and-shoot jumper.
Clarkson passes to Conley. Second chance shot. And it's finished off by Gobert as he lays it in.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. Got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Noel. That three's off the mark. A minute and a half left in the final quarter. Here's Clarkson. Shot clock at 6. Tries to break his ice. They grab their own miss. Gobert, no good. Minnesota shooting the ball at only 35% here in the fourth quarter. Down low. Here's Towns. Doesn't go that time. And Utah will come the other way. And Clarkson, here we go. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, I tell you what, really a good-looking young player. Clarkson drives, takes the contact. What I really like about him, he plays with an edge. This is a guy who's trying to prove something all the time.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Noel. This one for three. Sinks it from distance.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
And Minnesota has possession. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. And here's Porter. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching as we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Karl Anthony Towns.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Portland Trail Blazers going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Of course, the NBA has had some legendary trash talkers. But Damian Lillard says it's not really a verbal assault like it used to be. In this era, it's more gestures. From the watch your head to the too small or rock the baby to Trae Young's theatrical bows, players have their ways of sending a message. Kevin?
And the message usually received, DA. Thank you. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. They've got Kevin Porter. Andre Drummond is out there with Towns. Then it's Taurean Prince. And it's Edwards in at the 2. And for the Trailblazers, Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot.
On average, 4 to 6 coaching changes happen after every regular season. And in 2021, the Trailblazers parted ways with their coach after 9 seasons. And Chauncey Billups was brought in as their new leader.
Now here's Edwards. A special move before the shot.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Here's Lillard. And Simons has it in the corner. Off target from outside. Well, we know, Brent, the Blazers front office really seems to like Coach Chauncey Billups. They feel he brings a certain toughness to that team.
Yeah, the accountability part is what they lean on with Chauncey, and obviously a great connection in the point guard mentality between Chauncey and Damian Lillard. But immediately a lot of respect given to him because of how he carried himself in his career. So it's been a welcome change for the organization, and we'll see if they can build upon last year.
Here's Towns following the score by Damian Lillard.
Improving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
Out to the right wing. Grant, right side. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 6. Shoots it up. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. It's Porter outside. The rebound by Simons. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. 3-pointer, Lillard. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Towns for 3. That shot off. Now Portland takes it the other way. This is their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season.
And they'll be seeing each other 4 times this year. This is the first meeting, looking for a good start in the series.
Yeah, and who's going to set the tone here tonight? That'll be something to watch.
Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Trailing by 2. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help. Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Here's Grant. Rebound, Minnesota. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Impressive to see them on the road just step up and have that kind of offensive performance.
And here's Edwards from the arc. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Grant kicks to Winslow. Pass to Nurkic. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And it's Simons missing. Minnesota's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Porter against Lillard. On the wing, Porter. 11 points last game. Shoots over Lillard. Minnesota gets it back. And a new shot clock of 14 seconds.
And how about Towns there taking full advantage of that size, just dominating the glass on that second chance opportunity.
And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers. Some talk within the league about adding a mid-season tournament. What are your thoughts on that possibility?
I mean, with the success of the play-in tournament, which, in full disclosure, I was not for, but love now, I can see why they're considering it.
And stolen by Drummond. Left side, Edwards. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Three-pointer, Lillard connects from three-point range. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
Oh, an appearance here by Logo Lillard. That's a deep three.
Pass to Towns. Towns is doubled. And here's Edwards from the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started. Well, he's just really struggling right now. And with everything he's throwing up, nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Now here's Prince. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
I had a chance to check out some stats for Porter. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. Averaging about 15 points, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. And you love how he facilitates their offense. Just a terrific decision maker.
So many times it's with the extra pass, and man, he's delivering.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
White finds Edwards. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Watford's checked in. Nasir Little comes in for Justice Winslow. Sharp's checked in for Anthony Simons. And Gary Payton has subbed in for Lillard. Minnesota also making some changes. Luke Cornett comes in for Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Kenrich Williams in for Prince. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the game.
2 shots.
And that one falls for White. He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
They set the pick. Sharp, the pass to Eubanks. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at Minnesota. They're right now in the 8th spot in the conference here in the early part of the season. And checking out Portland, tied right now.
And for the Trailblazers, they haven't packed any big surprises into the early part of this season. They're right in the middle of the NBA's pecking order.
And based on their early returns, it's really hard to see that position changing very much in one direction or another. I see them as a team that's right there in the middle of the pack, but not one that's ready to make any leap this year.
Payton passes to Watford. And here's Sharp. Five on the clock. Back to Payton. A three-pointer is right on target.
Nice vision from the youngster, Sharp, that time.
A guy who hasn't played a lot of ball. Sharp, though, has all the all-star tools they think available to him.
An exceptional shot maker from outside. And he's got great vertical bounce, almost a 7-foot wingspan. And he is relentless in his attack.
Payton attacking. They set the pick. Here's Sharp. White with the defensive effort.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Trailblazers trail by 5. And there's the pass to Watford. They get it back. Second chance shot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line for Portland, Drew Eubanks, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. That one misses. Timberwolves leading by 4.
2 minutes.
Edwards kicks to Cornett. 1:53 left in the first quarter of the game. It's White on the wing. Over Payton. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Here's Eubanks. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here is Edwards. He had 13 points in the win against Utah. White, wide open. He fires. It's good from long range.
3 points.
White's got 10 points in the game.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Back to Payton. Fires the 3. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Get out the middle with your Blazer Dancer.
Well, games so often come down to free throws, and when that's the case, these are the players you want at the line. The best free throw shooting two guards in the NBA. Third is Anthony Simons. And, of course, Derek White.
And this is a set of players that can drive and slash, hoping to draw contact, because if they can get to the bucket and the foul, it's going to be a three-point play the hard way.
And they have no issues with drawing that kind of contact. They're more than willing to put their bodies on the line, because as well as they shoot the free throws, they know these trips to the line will always pay off. Easy too.
And so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
Peyton passes to Eubanks. Here's Sharp. Here's the screen. Portland needs to get off a shot. The wide open shot by Little. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Oh, here's Edwards. He's got 5. Outside, White. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 7. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. 7-point differential. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got Prince. Kevin Porter is out there with Derek White. Then there's Reed. And it's Towns in at the power forward.
And Anthony believing in himself that time. Just zero hesitation on that jump.
Prince in the corner. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Prince has got the lead back up to 7 now for the Timberwolves. Passes it to Nurkic. Dishes it to Lillard. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Outside, Towns. No good on the 3. Portland's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. No good from Grant.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
A springy guard, Porter Jr. can rise up with the best of them.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
And you look at Lillard. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more. And as we get closer to the three-point contest, once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
A free throw good from Lillard. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
And you look at the loyalty Lillard has shown, stuck with the Blazers through thick and thin. It's why he is beloved in Portland.
Now here's Towns. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Utah.
And he also controlled the boards. He just seemed to be in the right position every time the ball came off the rim.
And nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled.
And at some point, Greg, you wonder if Lillard is the greatest Blazer of all time.
Listen, he is in the conversation. You'd have to include Walton and Drexler up there. But Lillard's resume in Portland has a strong argument.
And he knocks down the first one.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
And Towns drops them both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? He's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
And Simons wide open. He'll fight. The three-pointer no good.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Prince against Winslow. Pass to Lillard from outside the arc. The rebound by Prince.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Pass to Drummond. White dishes to Towns. White down low. Covered by Winslow. White, good. White's got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. The dish to Grant. Nurkic a screen on Towns. No good from Grant.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Towns kicks to Drummond. Outside Porter to the left wing. 4 on the shot clock. Here's White. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now here's Lillard. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Denver.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
White against Simon. The pass to Porter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for him.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, the Blazers missed the playoffs last season for the first time in almost a decade. Coach Phillips says, it's been a lot here so far, but I just know that I'm built for this. This is what I do, and it gives me the opportunity to stand up as a man to show that I can lead. I'm ready for it. Kevin?
I think he is, and he's embracing the challenge, which is fun to watch. David, thanks. Now, here's Porter. After the miss from Damian Lillard. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 5 points in the quarter.
Good to see Porter Jr. knocking down the triple. Needs to keep taking and making those shots.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run. Down low. Prince dishes to Porter. That shot goes in. He now has 3 field goals and 6 misses today.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Up going with the new group. Timberwolves also changing it up. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Drummond. Kenrich Williams comes in for Towns. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for White. At the elbow, Payton. There's the pick. Clock at 6. Passes it to Watford. Here's Sharp. Yes, that goes in.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
On the wing, Porter. Covered by Payton. And finished off by Porter.
Serious hops from Porter on that one, slamming it down with authority.
Just a little. To the paint. Here's Eubanks. It's deflected.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Edwards can't hit.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Pass to Eubanks. Now, here's Sharp. Jacks up a 3. No good. Shot missing. Great D that time from Edwards. Prince in the corner. With the floater, Portland grabs the miss. Now, Little. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Eubanks. That one wide left. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 19-7 run. It's Porter outside. That one no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Payton passes to Sharp.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:58 left now here in the second. This one for 3, and it's Payton. That time on the assist by Little. Payton's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And for Little, that's a quality find right there, just dropping that pass.
Minnesota calls timeout. checked in for Minnesota. And let's see now which shooting guards have been on target the most over the last 10 games. Fifth best, Anthony Edwards.
You know, in tight or outside, these are all very reliable and consistent shooters. It's a safe option to put the ball in their hands and let them create something for themselves.
Well, the array of moves that each of those players has is just about unlimited. Whether it's in tight or outside, they know how to free themselves up and find the best shot possible. It's reflected in their shooting percentages.
Now here's Williams. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Edwards kicks to Williams. That three off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 13. The pass to Sharp. There's 1:17 left here in the second. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Porter. Here's Williams. And it comes off the front of the rim.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now, here's Sharp. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. The Trailblazers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
At the line for Portland, Trendon Watford.
Shoot 2.
At the line for 2.
The first free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Porter passes to Cornet.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
At the line for 2.
And the first one drops. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
24 seconds left in the first half. Short, that's good.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
Edwards looking it over. Kicks to Porter. Here's the three. No good there.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
And so it's Minnesota with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, guys. Torian, what's been the key so far?
Ball movement, doing what we got to do defensively, competing, showing effort, and translating into offense.
That mix has worked really well so far, man. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the Portland Trail Blazers.
They wouldn't be in such a deep hole if they hadn't given up so many offensive rebounds. Getting out hustled, getting moved around, losing possessions. The one thing you can control is effort.
And now, let's take a glance ahead at the games on the docket. Here's the upcoming schedule.
And looking at their schedule, a lot of road games coming up. This is a team that performs well away from home. They like the challenge of winning in other arenas. They feel like they can go toe-to-toe with any team, any setting.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Without question, Derek White displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. And it's Winslow in at the small forward spot. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Back to Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Drummond. Tries again. And at last, they get one to fall. Drummond's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Timberwolves. Out to the right wing. Here's Grant. Unable to get that one. Towns with the defensive effort. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Drummond with a screen on Nurkic. For three, Edwards. The rebound by Grant.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Nurkic a screen on Portland. Here's Lillard. Drops it in from 11 feet. Lillard's got 12.
And even though Dame is a high usage guy, he does have that efficiency right there, taking what the D gave him.
Drummond finds Porter. It's Edwards on the wing. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Porter, no luck.
The offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only one for the first 5.
And with Kevin Porter Jr. and Michael Porter Jr. and Otto Porter Jr. Guys, I'm sensing a pattern here.
It can even get a little confusing at times, but no relation that I'm aware of. They're just Porters, Juniors, and quality NBA players.
Derek White's checked in for Minnesota. The shake. And Towns lays it in. He's got 8.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And Lillard kicks to Simons. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Minnesota leading by 12. It's Edwards on the wing. Looking to end his cold spell. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Lillard from outside. That one doesn't go.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
White the pass to Towns. Towns is doubled. Out to White, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Here is the list of players with the most boards in the league this month. The NBA's leading rebounders. Andre Drummond, 4th.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
Trailblazers trail by 12. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Passes to Simons. Lillard from outside. Rebound, Minnesota. Drummond's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Now here's Towns. 8 points for him. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Left side, Grant. Shoots over Towns. Portland, no good that time either. Minnesota leading by 12. Edwards with it. Now defended by Grant. Edwards kicks to Prince. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Prince. That's 10 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Here's Simons. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Drummond working against Lillard. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Feeds to Towns. Out to Edwards. Nailed from three-point land. Edwards got 8 points.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Clap it up, man. Make some noise along with your Blazers breaker dance crew.
Different look now for Portland. Eubanks comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and Gary Payton has subbed in for Lillard. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Minnesota. Simons against Edwards. Payton from outside. Minnesota with the rebound.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Back to Reid. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Over to the left wing. Towns against Grant. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer, Payton. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
A moment here to see the numbers for Anthony Edwards. Right around 21 points per, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get used to his greatness, and that's the level for him that he's on right now.
Here's Eubanks. Grant the pass to Simons. Portland again missing.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make 6 figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad. That reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. Now, here's Peyton. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Grant. And that time, also a missed shot. Timberwolves leading by 19 points. White with it. Now Peyton defending. Grant dishes to Winslow. Simons surveying the D. Shot from 12. Eubanks. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Simons has a great change of pace when he comes off of those screens. So it might not look like he's going fast, but he might take an extra step. And guys just can't keep up with that.
And the Timberwolves call time. So for the Trailblazers, Watford's checked in, and it's Little in for Justice Winslow. Timberwolves also changing it up. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Williams comes in for Taurean Prince, and Porter subbed in for Edwards.
Timberwolves ball starts the second half.
And Minnesota has possession. Porter with it. He's got 9. Here's Cornett. Back to Porter. 5 to shoot. There's the pick from downtown. That shot off. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Peyton passes to Sharp. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And now let's have a look at the NBA's top snipers, shooting guards with the highest percentage from three-point territory over the last month. Fifth on the list, Derek White.
These guys are gunners. I mean, they've got the green light at all times because of their three-point shooting. I mean, they are cash money.
Well, they're not players who run hot and cold. It's just hot when they're behind the arc. And if any of them do suffer from a cold stretch, it never lasts long. Shoot yourself in, then shoot yourself out.
Now, here's Sharp. White covering. Fades away. And that one hits back iron.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Six to shoot. Pass to Reed for 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Peyton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Sharp. Back to Peyton. And the pass to Sharp. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for Portland.
and their guards really have done what they could to keep it close. What little offense they've been able to generate has come from the backcourt. They just need a little more balance.
Now here's Porter. 9 points in the game so far. Another miss by Minnesota. There's 49 seconds left in the third. And here is Payton. Passes it to Eubanks. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Lillard's checked in.
Damian Lillard.
Lillard. 35 seconds left here in the third quarter. Shot clock at 3. Here's Watford. Minnesota with the rebound. Williams scanning the floor. Pass to Cornette. There's Porter with the 3. They get it back. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal.
The Timberwolves shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Reed. Lillard against Porter. Crafty move. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Timberwolves ahead as they wrap up the third quarter with a 13-4 run. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, put the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Towns, Anthony Edwards out there with Kevin Porter. Then it's Taurean Prince, and it's Drummond in at center. Now here's Lillard. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. And Lillard kicks to Simons. Pass to Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. The pass to Little. Takes a 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Edwards banked in off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 21.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Now here's Lillard. Misses off the left iron.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Towns is doubled inside. Here's Drummond. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
That's a 2 from Lillard, and that one's on target from the wing.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Edwards. Prince outside. Offline with his 3.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
To the wing right side. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. over Prince. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Minnesota leading by 21. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for a little.
Now the lineup for your Trailblazers, Justice Winslow.
For Portland, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Bounce pass, Simons. Lillard outside. Simons on the wing. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And Simons has great confidence in shooting that three ball, and that consistency will help this squad.
Porter looking it over. Now here's Drummond. Outside Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Anthony Edwards taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Edwards.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
Now here's Edwards. Drummond with a screen on Simons. Deflects the pass. No good that time. Great D that time from Nurkic. Drummond with it. Now guarded by Winslow. Prince kicks to Edwards. Now Porter. With the drive. Some solid defense from Grant. Winslow dishes to Lillard. Back to Winslow. Grant outside. Lillard from outside. Good, and Grant gets the assist.
You got to have your heads up on defense. Lillard's going to fire that as soon as he catches
it. It's Edwards on the wing. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting from Minnesota, Anthony Edwards. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Edwards drops them both.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Grant sets a screen for Lillard. 3-pointer. Nice D from Porter.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Trailblazers trail by 18. Here's Grant, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. You know, Greg Anthony, people talk about Jeremy Grant as a scorer, but what about his passing?
Significantly better moving the ball along. He's leaving no stone unturned as he looks to maximize his abilities.
And he knocks down the first one.
And in his 7th season in the league, Jeremy Grant took a huge step forward. His scoring output went way up.
Yeah, and there's some recognition around that. He got some first-place votes for most improved player, and That's pretty impressive for a guy in the middle of his career. So the work ethic paying off. He's desiring to get better.
And the Timberwolves call timing. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Karl Anthony Towns.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good position, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
Well, he needed a game like this badly. He's been struggling for a while now, but tonight he broke out of that slump in style.
Minnesota ball starts the fourth and final quarter. It's six-man time. Let's hear it.
Nurkic with the steal. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. Got that one up quick.
Great speed by Winslow there to get out in transition and wide, finding a way to capitalize on that opportunity.
And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Minnesota ball starts the fourth and final quarter. It's six-man time. Let's hear
Towns for three.
And Grant could be such a devastating defender down there with those long arms and athleticism to contest shots.
And it's Lillard missing.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Prince, the pass to Edwards. Back to Prince. A three-pointer off the mark. And so Grant will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Lillard with the bucket.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Timberwolves leading by 11. Drummond with a screen on Simon. Here's Edwards. Prince in the corner. Back to Edwards. Shot clock at 5. There's the triple. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Now, here's Porter. Passes it to Towns. He kicks it to Edwards. Beyond the arc. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Now, here's Porter. Pass to Towns. Towns is doubled. Towns sets the pick for Porter. Drills the three-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
Each year, Porter just becomes more efficient and more deadly.
Lillard from outside. It's rebounded by Towns.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Towns, and that one's good by Porter.
Defenses try to test Porter's physicality, but he's adjusted well to it.
Grant with a screen on Porter.
2 minutes.
Porter against Lillard.
2 minutes.
Pass to Winslow. Fires the three. And he stays with it. Back to Lillard. From deep. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Porter inside. Covered by Simons. Edwards kicks to Prince. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Porter. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Timberwolves.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Karl Anthony Towns.
Serving up feeds all night long. He was the best teammate that they had on the floor.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Whitey's checked in for Edwards. And he's good on the second. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. In the corner, Winslow with it. And the Trailblazers, another three.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And then for Minnesota, Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. And it's Kenrich Williams in for Taurean Prince. The free throw drops for Towns. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Payton kicks to Little. Watford passes to Payton. Here's Eubanks. And there's the pass to Watford. 6 to shoot. Here's Sharp. His three-pointers off the mark. Outside Porter. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long.